The Eastside Bicycle Club, Carlos Morales is giving us firsthand the nuts and bolts, the background, the way to involve yourself, your family, your friends, and use it as a vehicle for self-improvement, whether it's for your health, whether the doctor orders you to lose that weight, and you heard Carlos say, hey, I've got to do something, and he has done just that. He's really taken it to serious heart to make sure that he gets that exercise in, and we're talking about his experience as a founder of the Eastside Bicycle Club, and it's been very, very fascinating for me because these are the sports that many of our youngsters have maybe looked not in this direction, because it's not a football game, it's not a basketball game, but yet this is still a very powerful medium to exercise your body.
Absolutely. Doctors recommend cycling, swimming, and walking as some of the best sports that you could use to get yourself in a physically fit condition, keep the cardio going.
Oh, absolutely. And Carlos, we were talking a little bit about the accomplishments, and we had to come to close on that segment, but is there anything else that you feel is just a fuel that's going to drive your passion even further to make the club the success that it's becoming?
Absolutely. In our community, we have a lot of blue-collar workers, and it's just great to see families, all ages, come on out with us. There's been people that have never done a marathon, 25 miles, 26 miles. Through the club, I think we've already done 7 or 8 of them.
Wow.
Within the last two years.
Now, the difference between a bicycle marathon and just the running, is it the same distance? Or
It is the same distance. What happens here is you just try to push each other to try to finish it in a faster pace.
Okay.
You know, it's all about just making it happen, finishing it. It's a lot of fun.
Okay. Now, just hypothetically speaking, if I went and saw my doctor and he said, you know, hey Rico, you got to do something, and fortunately I went into my garage and I found my old bike. Or not too old, but a bike that if you could retool it, or as they would say, refurbish it, can you help with that?
Yes, we actually there's a couple of places here in the Northeast Los Angeles. The first one would be the Flying Pigeon Bike Shop. Right next to it, it's the Bike Oven, and it's basically it's a community co-op where you could go in and they will show you how to fix your bike. They supply you with all the tools, and there's a lot of people with a lot of knowledge, and it's you just make a small donation for the stand time, and they'll get you going. If you come in early, let us know you're coming in. There's plenty of people there at the bike club that'll be more than happy to help you put stuff together. For any of the new riders that are coming on board, usually there's a couple of the members go around looking at the bikes, make sure there's enough tire pressure, the brakes are working.
Yeah, and in your club, you probably have the young to the middle age or soloists that just like to work on their own. But we've seen now apparatuses and bikes that have been built for taking the kids, los hijos.
Absolutely,
there's a bike ride with mom and dad now.
We do have a couple of family members with the carriages, with the trailers that they put on their bike. They actually, the kids absolutely love it. And some of them get upset when the ride's over because they want to keep on going.
Well, Carlos, you've been guiding us so far, but I've got to ask a personal question here about riding in East LA. Is that a set pattern that you'll start maybe on Atlantic and weave in and out and come all the way to Alameda, or just so that you cover the entire portion of East LA?
Very good. Most of our rides, in fact, they start from the Charo building at 4301 Valley Boulevard in El Sereno. Valley Boulevard near Soto Street, just a block away from Lincoln Park. All of our rides start there, and one day we may be going to the Boyle Heights, East Los Angeles area. Again, we use all the streets. And what's really neat about it, when family members that are standing in front of their homes, people on the bus, people who are going through past restaurants, past schools, you can't believe the reaction of people seeing a group of cyclists coming in a down the street. It puts smiles on people's faces. It's a lot of fun.
And probably even now with the new metro, is there a possibility you can be right parallel to one of the lines as to
Absolutely.
where you're going?
You could. We've been working with Metro, and now that we have a GOAT line here, we've been trying to educate the cyclists on the safety and how important it is to be aware of these new trains and in these new roads that we have here. And you could actually put bikes on the Metro and also on the bus.
Carlos, one other question on the equipment that you choose of your choice. We know of the 10-speed. We know of these other new bikes that they've constructed. What's the choice seem to be of the members in your in your club?
That's a great question, and there is a variety of bicycles. We have bikes from the 70s and 80s. We have the mountain bikes. We have hybrid bikes.
Yeah.
We have the road bikes, beach cruisers, the chopper bikes.
Okay.
We have the recumbent bikes, the ones that you lay down in a different position.
Yeah.
There's all types of bikes. We have kids and also adults on BMX bikes with the single speed coming out.
Oh.
And the new hipster thing that everyone's doing now are called fixies or one gear bikes. A lot of the teenagers, young adults, they really like that. It's very trendy. You start seeing these guys all over the place. So our bike club accepts all of them.
Okay.
Just bring a bike, you'll have a good time. They call it, people have called it a party on wheels.
Okay. Now, one final question on that in terms of equipment, by choice or by design, is it allowable for you to ride with an iPod and you're pedaling to music?
Great question.
Or is there a safety
There
concern?
is a definite safety concern. We do have people that have radios and iPods on their bikes.
Oh, okay.
You sometimes on a speaker type format.
Okay.
Others have those little earplugs.
Okay.
What we do is any of the riders that come with us and they're going to listen to their music, we just ask them to use one plug and leave the other one
Okay.
open. It's very, very important.
Okay. We now are into our final few moments and minutes of the program. I always leave an opportunity for you to encourage those viewers, those watchers on internet to easterlysportsing.com. What is the next step? What can I do now? If we're provoking people to come and take up this activity with you, what can they do and how quickly can they access you now, Carlos?
Absolutely. What we ask you guys to really consider, come and take a bike ride with us. If you don't have a bike, we have one to lend you. Don't have a helmet, we have one to lend you. We are, as soon as you come on our rides, I would say 99% of all the people that have been on our rides come back.
Okay.
It's been a very, very good experience.
And you were telling me prior to us coming on the air that there's an event coming up this weekend for, is it Glendora, the city of Glendora? You'll drive there, get off of your vehicle, and then get onto your bikes.
Right. Because it's the Earth Day, there's a lot of cities that are doing bike rides to promote that. For the first time, the city of Glendora is actually having their first annual City of Glendora sponsored bike ride. In that city's history, so it's taking them that long, but great, and we're gonna go support it. So we're gonna meet up at the Charo building at 7:30. We're gonna leave. We're gonna drive over there because it is a little bit of a drive over there. Then those of you who want to try it out, they have a 6-mile ride, and they have a 22 and a 30-mile ride, and those are more challenging rides. Also, the city of Monterey Park just invited us. Again, they're going to have their first annual proclamation of Bike Month in Monterey Park. We're going to be there for that too. We're going to be out at Silver Lake for Earth Day as well. City of East Los Angeles is having an Earth Day this Sunday as well. So there's a lot of things happening.
Okay, Carlos, we've tried to cover as much as we can, but being limited in time, that means you have to come back. Okay, so we can give more information out to our viewers. But just very quickly, the anniversary, the second anniversary is coming up of a very important
That's
event.
correct. On June the 26th at Lincoln Park, we are having our 2nd-year anniversary. We invite everybody. If you don't make it on our other rides, come to this ride. It's going to be at Lincoln Park, June the 26th, and there's going to be food, a community bike ride. There's going to be music, and best of all, we teamed up with Parks and Recs, or Recs and Parks, in the city of LA. We're going to have a big fireworks show.
Oh.
So come out. It's free. Come enjoy it. You're going to love it.
Family and friends, you couldn't ask for a better venue, a better event to get the fellowship and the friendship and the camaraderie going. This is an excellent way to do that. And again, very low cost, low investment of money, but great on return on your time for just being a part of this. So we want to thank you, Carlos, for coming in. Carlos Morales, the founder of the East Side Bicycle Club. And, you know, next chapter we talk, we're going way back to 1893, Carlos.
Very good.
That's right there.
We got some interesting stories there.
We live to ride and ride to live. That's the slogan. That's the motto. Carlos, last words quickly. Anything that you want to put to our viewers?
That is our slogan. We ride to live and live to ride. It's so true. When you come out to one of our rides, you're going to see why this is so.
Okay. And I'm going to put it on my calendar to get out to one of your rides. Wherever it goes, in the city, county, I'm going to try and get on there with you, Carlos.
Glad to have you.
Thank you very much for coming. And I also want to thank you for bringing in your assistant. We didn't really have time to interview Mr. George
Cabrera.
Yeah, my tocayo here. But George is very vital to your operation. So
he's been there since the beginning.
Okay, we want to give him a very, very nice round of acknowledgement and applause as well, because it takes the family, it takes the village to keep moving forward and recruiting and bringing in new community members, pura familia, but it's also friends, and it could be your workmate, it could be, who knows, a long time a friend you haven't seen in years. You go on the website and you can find those high school reunions, and there's a way to reconnect.
Absolutely.
So this is what it's all about. But the main thing is a healthy body and a healthy mind. And that's what we've always said here on East LA Sports Scene. That's one of our mottos as well. So stay healthy, stay fit, because in the long run, we're all going to need every bit of our health to make it through. So thank you again to Carlos Morales and to George Cabrera for being here and helping us promote this sport in our community and beyond. So check out EastLASportsScene.com. We'll see you here for our next show coming up as we bring in another community member for East LA and the entire community here to talk about their particular sport and their activity. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.